want to give you guys like a quick second to start popping on. It is almost 7 p.m. here in Kentucky. So I am going to go on ahead and introduce myself, let y'all know what we're doing, and then we're going to get into it, okay? But if y'all don't know who I am, my name is Nataushia. A lot of people know me as the Seated Cardio Queen. I started my weight loss journey at over 500 plus pounds. So I want you to understand that when we get in this routine tonight, I don't expect you to be like a speed demon. I don't expect you to do anything but your best, okay? So you don't have to keep up with me. You don't have to do anything fancy other than give me your best effort, okay? But happy Tuesday. We're going to have 14 exercises tonight, guys. I am going to go ahead and let y'all know what our routine is tonight. And then I'm going to go on ahead, sit in the chair, and we're going to get the party started, okay? Are y'all ready? Anyways, so tonight's routine, we're going to start off with a jog, moving to back jacks. We have battle ropes, jump ropes, chicken jacks, obliques, cross ankle taps, block jacks, under leg jacks, reach and step, out and ups, knee slicer, seated row, and uppercuts. Now, I want to reiterate this, right? Okay? I'm going to be showing modifications. You're going to see me tonight, and I'm going to be going my advanced exercises. But I still show you all the modifications. I still show you all the different ways you can do it, because coming from over 500 pounds, I know the challenges that sometimes we face. So don't beat yourself up. It's okay. We're going to do it together, all right? Hey, Karen. Hi, Raina. Are y'all ready? Hi, Patricia. I know. Hopefully Facebook stays working. I did an update on my iPad. So before I hit this chair, I'm going to let y'all know something real quick, okay? I do stream live free of charge on 3 platforms at the exact same time every single day. So we have TikTok up here, Facebook down here, YouTube over here on my laptop. Now, with that being said, if there's any connection issues, please understand I'm on 3 different devices. So if you have issues on one, bounce to another one. On Facebook, I have them all listed. On TikTok, they're all underneath my link tree. But anyways, are y'all ready? Carla, hi, so excited to be here. I'm so excited that you're here. Nicole, are there saved places for later? Yes, absolutely. You'll be able to catch this on replay, or you can catch it on YouTube, okay? But I'm going to go on ahead and hit this chair, okay? Hey, this sweatshirt is at the Wally World for $12, okay? So, holla. Let's bring y'all down. Are we ready? Let's get it, guys. Make sure y'all staying hydrated, okay? I'm actually going to move you guys, I think. Y'all okay with moving? If I don't break my thing, I need a new tripod if I'm being honest. But we're going to make do with what we got, okay? I love you guys. Here we go. So in seated cardio, it's really important that we sit at the edge of our chair. I'm going to readjust you guys too. But sit at the edge of your seat, guys. You're going to focus your best on trying to keep your back off the back of your chair, okay? But I'm going to keep it real. When I first started to do seated cardio, I had to use the back of my chair because I didn't have that core support. But what we're also going to do is we're going to focus on keeping our core tight. And a lot of people don't know what I mean when I say that. So basically, if you've ever sucked your stomach in to take a selfie and look skinny, you know exactly how to keep you belly tight, all right? But our first exercise up tonight is seated jog, and it looks a lot like this. This is my advanced seated jog, okay? But if that's a challenge, you're going to keep your feet on the floor, so pump, 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 pump. But I also want to show you all quick feet, because let's say we get into these exercises, because we got 14, 30 seconds apiece with a 10-second breather in between each one. When I was over 500 pounds, I couldn't exercise for a solid 30 seconds without feeling like I was going to die, okay? So what I want you to understand is don't sit and stop. If you can keep from it, do not stop. So do quick feet. This is quick feet. This is an easy way to keep your heart rate up and elevated. Go into a seated jack. You don't even have to use your legs, but my biggest thing that I'm asking you is please don't just sit still. When I say take your breather, take a breather. And then we can get back into another exercise, okay? But we're going to knock out seated jog. We have 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's get it. So remember, this is seated jog. You're going to go at your own pace. But if moving your feet like this is a challenge, you're going to pump, 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 pump. You pick your own pace. No big deal. You don't have to keep up with me. Go at your own pace. This is low impact. It is beginner friendly. So don't be scared. Just give me your best effort. Take that breather. Up next, we have our back jacks, which we have option 1, option 2, option 3. Okay? Let's get it, babes. We got 30 seconds of back jacks starting now. So we have option 1, option 2, option 3, no legs. You pick whichever one best works for you. You got it. But try to keep your elbows up and back and squeeze those shoulder blades, okay? You got it. Take your breather. Up next, we have battle rope. How y'all feeling tonight? Are we good? All right, we got 30 seconds battle ropes. Let's go. You got it. If you keep your core tight in this particular exercise, you're going to really feel it in your upper abdominal region. Now, what's so cool about seated cardio is it can be a full body workout if you're able to use all parts of your body. But I know some of us can't, and that's okay. You can still get cardio in. Take your breather, baby. Jump rope is next. Or bounce. All right, so we're going to knock that out for 30 seconds, my loves. Starting now. So to be real, when I was first starting seated cardio, I was not this coordinated. I definitely wasn't this fast. Remember, you can bounce. Bounce on your tippy toes. It's a lot like practice. The more you practice at something, the better you're going to get, the quicker you're going to be. So just keep showing up, babes. Chicken jack is next. Take your breather. So we have chicken jack, option 1, option 2, option 3. So pick whichever one best works for you. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Again, go at your own pace. Maybe you can't keep up with me yet, but you can go at your own pace. So we have option 1, option 2, or option 3. You pick. But this exercise works your arms, your shoulders, all that stuff, and your glutes when you're able to do advanced. Take your breather. Up next is obliques. Option 1, knee to elbow, or oblique bend, oblique bend. Choose whichever one works for you. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. So we have oblique, option 1, or remember, option 2. But whatever works for you, as long as you're giving me your best, that's all I care about. Awesome. There we go. Keeping that core tight. There we go. Take your breather. Up next is cross ankle tap or cross shin tap or cross knee tap. Choose one of those three. We have 30 seconds starting now. So cross ankle. If that's too intense, baby, guess what? Cross shin or cross knee. Y'all, I used to be over 500 pounds. So I love showing modifications because I know and I remember some of my struggles. So let's get it. Take your breather. Up next is block jack option 1, option 2, option 3. Choose one of those three. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. But I do provide these classes free of charge Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is option 1, option 2, or option 3. Now I am on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you miss a live, it's recorded on Facebook and YouTube. Take your breather. Up next is under leg jacks. So we have under leg jack, option 1 or option 2. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. But when I was heavier, when I was over like 5, over 4, I couldn't go under my legs. So I was like, okay, keep your core tight. I can feel it working. Even though I can go all the way under, I can feel it working right here because I'm keeping my core tight. You can do this. Don't doubt yourself. Stop doubting yourself. We got this. Take your breather. Up next is reach and step or reach. Reach. We've got 30 seconds. Let's go. Reach and step or reach. Whatever works for you works for me. I will let you know, the quicker you move in seated cardio, the more it's going to increase your heart rate, which in turn, you're going to burn more calories, babe. I can really feel this in my glutes. Take your breather. And baby, if you don't know what a glute is, it's your booty cheeks. Up next is out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Repeat. Out, in, up, down to yourself. Get that exercise down. Then focus on speeding it up, okay? We got 30 seconds. Starting now. Let's get it. So out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down. Okay? Go. We have knee slicer up next. Y'all are killing it. Let's go. And take your breather. So we have knee slicer or a knee slam or a knee slam. All right. So if you struggle to raise your knee, keep it planted. You can still do this. No excuses. All right, baby. We got 30 seconds. Slice. Or slam. You pick or slam. Keep that core tight though. Work it out. That's it. We have seated row up next. Awesome work. Take your breather. So we have seated row. We have option 1 or option 2. So again, option 1, option 2. You're still squeezing them shoulder blades, all right, babe? With or without the legs. It's on you. But we got 30 seconds. Seated row. Starting now. Let's get it. So the reason why I use my legs and I'm not touching the back of my chair is because it helps me engage my abdominal muscles a lot more. So I'm getting a full body workout right now. I'm doing my row. And if you're on a rowing machine, it's kind of what it feels like because your legs go in and out too. Take your breather. Up next, we have our final exercise in round 1 of 3, which is uppercuts. Woo! We ready? It is uppercut time, baby. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. We're about to start round 2 of 3. Y'all, if you're not going as fast as me as I am, that's okay. Please don't think that what you're doing is not good enough because it's more than good enough. And I am proud of you. I know exercise is not easy, but I know that you are going to do great things. Take your breather. Back to the top. Jog is next. Y'all are awesome. I am burning up. Probably should have put my hair up. I didn't think that through. But we got 30 seconds. Seated jog. Starting now. So if y'all don't know who I am, I'm just going to reintroduce myself. I am Nataushia. A lot of people know me as the seated cardio queen. This right here is my modified jog. But I've been doing this for several years after I injured my left ankle. I'd lost around 200 pounds, and I still wanted cardio. Now, I'm a former athlete. I did collegiate track and field, but I've always been overweight. Take your breather. When I was in college, I was over 500 pounds. When I was in high school, I was topping almost 300 pounds. So I'm smaller now than what I was when I was in high school. But I took all of my athletic knowledge and I created high-intensity interval training sessions. We got back jack option 1. Let's go. But I took all of my knowledge after researching on Google, TikTok, and YouTube, trying to find seated exercises because I couldn't run or jog or do anything with my ankle. We have option 1, option 2, or option 3. So I created high-intensity interval training sessions in a chair. We have 14 exercises, 3 rounds at 30 seconds apiece. Take a breather with a 10-second breather in between each set. I don't care if you do 30, 3, or 13 reps in 30 seconds. What I care about is you give me your best effort, okay? We have battle ropes for 30 seconds. Let's go. Because I remember being overweight. I remember being looked at in the face by coaches throughout my life and told that what I was doing, I wasn't getting the benefit of the exercise. But I also had a big belly. I couldn't do sit-ups properly, but I was giving my best effort based on my current circumstances, but I was told it still wasn't good enough. Take your breather. So that's why I come on all of my platforms, and I always say, if your best is your best and you're giving it to me, baby, I love it. Give me more of it. So I don't care if it's 1, 3, 30, or 13 reps. I'm taking every little bit you give me because I know it matters. Because you've always mattered and you always will. But we're going to move into our jump ropes. We've got 30 seconds of jump rope starting now. And I'm going to be real, I used to not be able to jump rope like this. So if you can't do the advanced version, baby, This is where I started. But one thing I do on my routines is I provide modifications because I don't want anyone to feel left out. I know how that feels too. So I try to keep it positive, uplifting, and encouraging. Take your breather because I feel like that's the way that it should be. Whew, we got chicken jacks next. And I cannot wait to take a share tonight. We got chicken jacks, 30 seconds. Let's get it. Option 1. Option 2. Option 3. No biggie. You got it. So in doing the seated chicken jack, you're going to work your glutes. You're going to work your core. You're going to work your arms. Shoulders, back, whatever. Take your breather. Up next is obliques. But I'm always going to show up. If I don't show up, I will always try to have a live replay for you all. Obliques, 30 seconds. Let's get it. But thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for sharing our routine tonight. But most of all, thank you for taking a step forward for yourself, for your current self, and for your future self, okay? Now, this is your modification. There we go. But know that I know that we've got this. Take your breather. Up next is going to be our cross ankle tap. A lot of people also ask me how I've lost over 280 pounds. I break that down every live, so just pay attention and I got you. But we got cross ankle tap, 30 seconds. Let's go. So I started to lose weight on my own. My whole entire story is pinned to the top of my Facebook page. Cross ankle is hard sometimes, so you can go to shin or knee. You pick. But anyways, I ended up having gastric sleeve surgery June 30th, 2021. I weighed 440 pounds when I had gastric sleeve surgery. Take your breather. But I used my tool completely to my advantage because I still have to eat low carb. I still have to eat low sugar. I still have to eat high protein because I have PCOS. I'm insulin resistant. We have block jacks, 30 seconds. Let's go. So because of that, I eat 60 to 100 grams of protein a day, around 50 net carbs, and around 28 grams of sugar. Here's option 2. Here's option 3. But that's what I do. I also have weight loss supplements that I utilize. Since June, I've lost nearly 50 pounds using my instant detox tea and weight management candy. Take your breather. And also now I'm using my thermogenetic fat burning capsules and my appetite suppressing drops. But I've used everything. All of the tools that I have access to, I've used them to help me lose over 280 pounds. We're moving into underleg jacks. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. But I obviously exercise. I also drink a lot of water because I'm going to be real. I have gained weight before. When I relaxed around the holidays, I can easily gain 30 to 60 pounds within just a few months if I'm eating carbs and sugars again. Because my body won't break down carbs and sugars as a normal person's will. So I can't eat that way. So I've had to change my lifestyle. Take your breather. And I've had to change a lot about what I do daily. I eat a lot of the same things. I drink the same things for the most part. And I've had to make those conscious sacrifices in order to attain these results. We're going to move right on into our reach and step. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. And a lot of people are like, how do you do it? Because I know I don't want to be back over 500 plus pounds, being terrified to go out in public with my family or friends. I've broken furniture. I've not been able to sit in patio chairs at my favorite Mexican restaurant because I was too fat. Or if I would try to, the chair would be stuck to me. Or I would lose circulation in my legs and have bruises. Whew, take your breather. So I don't want to get back to that. I don't want to be back to the point where I can't take a bubble bath. I can't fly in an airplane. I can't fit in my car comfortably. And I want you all to have those non-scale victories too if you're in a state where you can't enjoy those things. We're moving into our out and ups. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. So out, in, up, down. Out, in, up, down, okay? But I remember my dad passed away 7 years ago, a few weeks ago, and he passed away in Wyoming. My family was going to try to get a plane ticket, but I couldn't fit on the plane. So we're from Kentucky. He wanted his ashes in Wyoming. So my family had to rent, take your breather. My family had to rent a minivan and drive from Kentucky to DuBois, Wyoming, because I was too fat to fly in an airplane. So I want you to understand all of the things that you want, you can do, but you're going to have to work. And I'm willing to work next to you because I understand how hard it is, okay? We're going to move into our knee slicer. We have 30 seconds starting now. But I want you all to understand, like, I know the real struggle. I know I used to eat literally 2 pizzas, some cheese sticks, and dessert in one sitting and want more. I starved my first few weeks to eating healthy because what I did, here's your modification or this one. But what I did is I went from overeating to literally having a protein shake for breakfast and lunch and a salad at supper. That's what I did for over a month. I lost around, take your breather. I think within a month, I lost around like 30 or 40 pounds because I was doing that, exercising and drinking a crap ton of water. We got seated row for 30 seconds, starting now. But people are like, how did you do it? Because I had to do it. But a lot of people also don't know. I was facing cancer. They're like, what motivated you to lose weight? I had precancerous cells in my uterus, and I knew one day I wanted to be a mom. So I was like, all right, bet. So I started to fight to get healthy for my future self and hopefully a kid if I ever have one. Take your breather because that's what I want. So I took my life seriously because cancer is not something to play with. And thankfully now I'm like regulated again. And that's okay. But I want you guys to understand that it's not been like peaches and cream over here. We're moving into our uppercuts. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. But I also want you to know, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you cannot do it. I've been told I can't. My own surgeon looked me in my face at my 2-year follow-up and said, I didn't think you'd ever lose weight. At that point, I was over 200 pounds down, and I was like, gee, thanks. But just know, when I say I believe in you because you are in control. Take your breather. We're moving into round 3, our third and final round. But what I mean by saying you are in control, I say this all the time. You have access to the food that you put in your body, just like I had access to the food that I put in my body. It's time for a seated jog. We got 30 seconds. Let's go. So if you can't afford weight loss surgery, cool. I understand that. If you can't afford weight loss shots, cool. I understand that. If you cannot afford weight loss supplements, guess what? I understand. But you know what you can afford to do? Make healthier eating choices. Make healthier decisions to increase your water, to increase your exercise. You can't afford a gym membership. Take your breather. Y'all, this is free. Freaking free. I don't get a dime for doing seated cardio anymore. I used to on Meta, but I'm no longer monetized because they took it from me. So literally, you have access to a free routine. You have no excuse other than the excuses that you're not wanting to be disciplined and consistent. Stop being scared and know that you've got this, because I know you can do it. We're moving into back jacks. We've got 30 seconds starting now. And it's not going to be easy. You're going to be so hungry when you start doing that. But you know what I did? I'm going to give you my tricks. I ate sugar-free popsicles, and I would chew it because it would mentally make me think, I'm chewing food. But I wasn't. I would warm up chicken broth, vegetable broth, whatever. And I would drink that. And it would make me think that I was having real things. Take your breather. I would also drink gallons upon gallons of water a day. If I was hungry, I was drinking. I wasn't eating. But I was really, really hungry. But I had to trick myself because it's all a mental thing. But you're stronger than what you realize. So please stop beating yourself up. We're moving on into our battle ropes. We've got 30 seconds of battle ropes starting now. Because I know that it stinks going from eating 2 pizzas in one sitting to literally starving and having a protein shake for breakfast and lunch and then a salad at supper. When I tell you I know the struggle, I don't play. So when people are like, I just need motivation. No, you don't. None of us need motivation. We need consistency. We need to show up when we don't want to show up. We need to make ourselves get up and go. Do you know how many days, take a breather, I didn't want to be up at 5 a.m. before work in the gym, but I made myself because I knew if I didn't, I would not be right here right now. It's all about how bad do you want it. Stop using all those excuses and understand right now, you are in full control, baby, and you will overcome what is set out to destroy you. I know you will. But we're moving on into our jump rope. We've got 30 seconds. Starting now. But I will be here Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Unless I state otherwise. Now I'm on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. So if you miss a live, there is a replay. Round 3, I like to do the advanced exercises if possible. So just bear with me. Take a breather. Up next, we have chicken jacks. We're over halfway done with our routine, y'all. All right, y'all, let's chicken jack it out. We got 30 seconds. Starting now. Awesome work. Let's get it. Let's get it. Thank you guys for sharing. I appreciate that so, so much. Thank you. Take your breather. Obliques are next. Y'all are amazing, and I hope you know that. Let's go into our obliques. We have 30 seconds. Starting now. So we have this option, but remember, you can do a side bend. No big deal. But you got this. Now, if you want to know the kind of food that I eat, you can follow my Nataushia's Positive Zone Facebook group page. And I try to post in there what I intake daily. So you all can get a visualization, take your breather, of the foods that I've eaten and eat to attain my weight loss, along with my supplements and exercise and water intake. Okay? Cross ankle tap. Let's get it. 30 seconds. Starting now. Put in that work, baby. Now, I will let y'all know Wednesday's different. Wednesday, we do 10 exercises, but it's Challenge Wednesday. Notice how Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, we got 14 exercises. Wednesday, we've got 10. Take your breather because it's a challenge day. So we exercise for 1 minute and we take a 20-second breather. I'll allow you all to gauge where you are and how you're doing. It's kind of fun, but it's plug jack time. Let's go. But I also don't want y'all to be scared. You don't have to keep, I know exercising for 1 minute is challenging. That's the point. Because I have people like Karen, Grace, Joanna, Mona, just to name a few, that have been with me forever. And they've been thugging it out. Take a breather. I don't know if Elizabeth is on here or not too. But it allows you guys to see you strengthen over time. You speed up over time. You get better over time. You see where you need to work more. You'll understand, I promise. We all die together. We got underleg jacks. 30 seconds. Starting now. And remember, if going under your legs is a challenge, that's okay. Half it. Awesome. There we go. Good job. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow. Please don't freak out because it's Challenge Wednesday. Take a breather. I will show modifications in the beginning tomorrow so that if it is challenging for you to complete an exercise just like tonight, you'll have quick feet, seated jacks, things that are going to be easy for you to do to keep your heart rate up and elevated to burn those calories, okay? So we're going to go on ahead, moving to reach and step. We've got 30 seconds. Boom, baby, boom. But the reason why I love showing y'all modifications and different things, y'all, I used to not be able to exercise for a solid 30 seconds to a minute without having to take a breather. So I'm not going to beat you up or tear you down because you need to take and catch your breath, because I get it. But what I am going to say is find a way to still keep moving. Because even if you can't finish, take your breather. You can still walk in place if you can. Find something to do what you need to do for you. Exercise is pretty cool, for real. But it is out and up time. We got 30 seconds, out and ups, starting now. So remember, out, in, up, down, out, in, up, down. But we will stretch. I keep my routines all inclusive because I've had so many people reach out and be like, hey, I have mobility issues. I'm in a wheelchair, like whatever. I can't stand for long periods of time. So because of that, take your breather. I like to try and keep everything in a chair. Now, there are some exercises on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we use our legs. So I'm hoping those of you all that are with me and familiar, you find other ways to keep moving, okay? Knee slicer time. Let's go. And I also want to let y'all know, I can see when you comment, but I can't see what you say until after I get off lives on Facebook and YouTube. Now, thankfully, Karen, who is on TikTok with my pink flowers, she's my TikTok moderator. I don't have any moderators or any help on any of my other platforms. It's just me. But after I'm done, take your breather. I do try to read y'all's comments when I have time. But next, we got seated row, then uppercuts, then stretch, then finito, okay? It's time to row, row, row our boats. However gently down the string you wish. Well, we got 30 seconds. Seated row, babes, starting now. Now, you're more than welcome to add resistance bands. You're welcome to add free weights. Whatever you want to do, babe. But I choose not to because I also know not everyone has access to the means to get those items. So I like you guys to see what's possible in a kitchen chair. Take a breather. So I try to just show up and do what you would do, because whenever I first started my journey, I wanted someone like me. I couldn't find her, so I became her. For us, I guess, in a sense. So we've got 30 seconds, uppercuts, starting now. This is our final exercise in our third and final round. We're about to stretch, do our breather, and then buenos noches. Good job. There we go. Take that. Take it. Catch your breath. All right. So what we're going to do now is we're going to stretch our left arm across the front of our body. And you might be like, why do you stay on your watch all the time? Because every single thing we do, our breathers, our exercise, our stretch, I time every single thing, because being a former athlete, that's what I learned. And that's what I stick with. Whew. We're about to switch to the right side, so give me a shimmy and a shake if you want to. And right arm across. Now we're about to pull our left arm in behind our head. When I was over 500, when I was over 400, when I was over 300, I struggled to get my arm behind my head. So I'm going to show you all a cheat in just a second. All right, so you can't do it like this. It's okay. Don't run away. You're going to interlock your hands like this. Boom, baby, boom. Whichever way you want to do, you do it, okay? But we got this one. Then we're going to switch sides. But thank you so much for tuning in on Tuesday and doing seated cardio with me, the seated cardio queen. Whew. All right. Switch sides. Right arm behind. Now what we're going to do, extend that right leg out in front of you, toes facing the sky, keep that left foot planted on the floor, left knee bent at a 90-degree angle. We are about to walk our way down our right leg, okay? So whatever you can give me, give me. I can take it to my toes now. If you can't go there, that's okay. Give me what you got. Let's bring our arms down. So again, if this is where you can go, give it to me. If this is where you can go, give it to me. If this is where you can go, give it to me. I'll take whatever you got, okay? Let's get it. Now that I've lost enough weight, I can touch my toes and such. I like to take my opposite hand and press down on that right knee so I can really feel the intensity of that stretch in the back of my right leg. Now we are going to switch sides in just a moment and do the exact same thing on our left side, okay? So let's come up, switch sides. Let's get it. We are about to do a breathing exercise and we'll be done. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for working out with me tonight. Thank you all for sharing our routine. Thank you for just being you. Whew. All right, my loves. We're going to come up, spread your little legs, and we are going to go on ahead, and what you're going to do is you're going to inhale. Up through your nose. Hold your breath up here. And we're going to exhale out, down through our mouth. We're going to do a total of 3. You're in complete control of your breathing. Let's get it. This is it. 1. 2. Last 1. 3. Good job, guys. You just did a whole routine. Stretching and all. Thank you, guys. So you can always join Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or catch it on replay, okay? Now, YouTube, I am going to go ahead and end the stream. I hope that you guys have a blessed and wonderful night. I love you guys. God bless. See you tomorrow.